Morning everybody, it's day 3 of a 3-day camp out on my boat. First night we stayed on an island and the wind's coming up today, so I've headed back towards the mainland a little bit. It's not windy yet, which is really nice, but there's a weird swell. That's the boat's rocking around like mad. I don't know what the go is with that. And last night a whale almost swam into me, and the whole night, every hour or so, I could hear a whale breathe, and they're probably 50, 100, about every hour a whale swam past where I'm camping. I've never had anything like it before. It was amazing and a little bit scary at the same time. Sometimes they'd go, other times it'd be, and then there was one that was, it's very hard to describe. It was like a guttural roar, It was very, very strange. I mean, they don't mean any harm. It's just they're big animals and it could bump into you. I was hoping to go and fish a point or some rocks where I've had some success before. If the weather comes up, if the wind comes up, we'll race in a little bit more sheltered. But let's get moving and see what happens today. I'll give you guys a quick look at where I am. Last night I haven't moved actually, I've just anchored here. I caught a couple of fish off this point doing some bait fishing, which was really cool. I haven't done that forever. Then I got the squid light out, got a few squid, and also got a shark on the big line. So that was pretty cool. And I don't know why the swell's coming. The mainland is over there, and the swell's coming from there, but there's no wind. So it's I find it a little bit confusing. I slept in the hoochie again on the boat. I had to prop it up with a stick. It's the moisture is just making this laden and pushing it down. I was pretty dry. There's a little bit of moisture on the edge here, but as long as I wasn't touching the top and the sides, it was all right. So I've got just sleeping bag, ground mat, and air pillow. And that's it, that's my camping setup. Keeps me nice and dry. There's been no mosquitoes, no sandflies here. Really quite enjoy that. And having that nice fresh air coming through is really good. The first night was quite cold, but last night I actually had to unzip the sleeping bag a little bit to get a little bit cooler. My hair's a mess. Alright, I think I'm going to pack this up real quickly. I'm not going to show you that, but I want to get to the fishing spot before the sun's up. We're at the spot. You can see the upwelling there. There's a bit of a ridge there, and I'm using a 1 ounce jig head, and I think that's a 6-inch paddle tail. Could be 5. I think it's a 6-inch. Big reel, 10,000. No mucking around here. I'm expecting some big fish. So let's see if we can stretch our arms before breakfast. What's that? My tail bitten off. I think there might be mackerel down there. I actually saw a fish jumping over there. We might get the stick bait out and have a cast with it. Let's see what we can get. It's the only, just tail bitten straight off. That's classic mackerel. Okay, let's give the stick bait a run. Quite often fish do bite tails off plastics, but better turn that up. But if it's mackerel, you don't feel it, and I didn't feel that, so okay, let's go. We could get trevally, queenfish, tuna, and mackerel here. Oh, just had a looker. Oh, there he is. That's a oh no, is it mackerel or tuna? Either mackerel or tuna. Okay. Let's do that again. I reckon we might go a bit faster this time. Sometimes if you go too slow, the big pelagics, they won't attack it. They'll just go, let's have a look at that.
He had 2 looks at it and I actually saw him. So I've just changed to a chromium looking stick bait, and I've increased the length of my leader as well. So let's give that a shot. I just heard some action behind me. Let's see if they're out here. Right about there. Heard a couple of splashes out here. Yep, got him straight away. I think it's a tuna. Oh, yep, that looked like a tuna. Oh, oh, lots of little head shakes. Oh, why is he into the sun? Let's see. Whoa. I've got a fairly tight drag on this. So yeah, I think they were tuna coming up after it. Let's hope it's a longtail tuna. They are really good sashimi. How's that? Left a big splash when he hit it. Oh, let's see. Get a look at him here. Go up front a bit. There he is. He is a longtail. Sashimi for days. If I can get him in. It's probably about a 6-7 kilo fish. Could possibly go 8. Just keep him there for a second, and then let's see. I think I'll try and tail grab him. Oh, almost pulled me in there. Oh, we got him. Oh. Woo. Nice. You know what? Now I'm holding him. I think he's probably closer to 8 kilos. That is a magnificent fish. Before breakfast, I'm going to bleed him real quick, because that way we get really nice sashimi. But how is that? That is a monster! Beautiful. Oh. I'll give you a proper look at that lure. That's the slimy mackerel, Lively Lures slick stick. Really good lure, and yeah, I think the chrome flash early in the morning, that's what did it. I did measure him. He's 83 centimeters. I think he's about 8 kilos. The wind's starting to pick up just a little bit, and I want to try and get a bottom fish before I leave here. But I'm thinking we'll have sashimi for breakfast. We'll stay out here as long as I can, and then find a nice spot and have some of that tuna. Can't get fresher than that. I've gone a little shallower, and I'm using a 1/2 ounce jig head with a paddle tail, about 5 inch. On the smaller rod. Let's see what we can get off the bottom here. The wind is set to go to 15 and then 20 later on, but I just want to have a little play out here while I can. I like the open blue water when it's calm. I've only been doing this for 5 minutes, and that wind has definitely picked up already. You can see the waves are starting to crest. I was hoping for a couple of fish down deep. Oh, look at that. Same as before, mackerel just bit it off. I'm going to keep fishing that, because they will still eat it. Chucking plastic after plastic and getting the tails bitten off is not my game. Yep. Oh, that was a fish. Oh, that was a mackerel. Okay, it's getting too windy and too rough out here. Here's a nice little spot. It's not sandy, but it's, yeah, nice pebbly rocks. You can see the waves over there. We're sort of tucked in behind here, but it is going to get stronger and just keep coming. Here's our beautiful longtail tuna. They also call them a northern bluefin. I cut his throat, brain spiked him. Instead of filling the whole thing, I'm going to leave him whole. They preserve better like that. But I'm going to cut off, let's see, probably about that much. I think that's how much sashimi I can eat. Let's see. Oh, give that a little wash. Look how beautiful that is. Okay, that's about 800 grams, I think. Maybe, yeah, probably about 800. We'll put that in the esky and yeah, save it for later. We go right up on top here. Oh, what a nice spot. Oh, look, little shell, little teeny weeny one. How nice is it? It's about 9:30 in the morning. Ah, Steven Seagull's here already. Let's get some breakfast happening. I'll just put the fish aside for a second. Got a cucumber, cut the end off it. So I'm having a bit of green with my breakfast. I think I might have cut off more than I can eat. That's a nice big chunk of fish, isn't it? And just look at the coloration in that. And I was actually thinking with the tuna head, I've never tried it. I've heard people cooking salmon heads in the oven. I might try and cook the tuna head in the oven and see how it works. That may be at the end of the video, but I'm always up for trying new things. Let's see, go around the backbone here. There we go, look at that. Beautiful. I think I can eat this whole bit. Yeah, there we go. And this piece here, most people just throw that in the water. I'm going to give that to Mum's dog. Dry it out a little bit and that becomes a really cool chew toy for him. Well, he'll eat that. You'll notice it's got that heavy bloodline there. We'll get rid of that. We will give that to Henry as well. Henry's the dog's name. Then I'm going to take the skin off it. There we go. Beautiful piece of sashimi. That is quite a lot of sashimi, but we'll just see how we go. Cut into really nice small pieces, thin pieces. Have a look at this. Just show you this. You can see through that. Well, not see through it, but yeah, it's translucent. There we go, last piece. Look how delicious that looks. That is at least 600 grams of sashimi. Wow. I always like to mix a bit of wasabi. Quite a big bit because we've got a lot of sushi. And a little bit of soy sauce. Mix it up and get the wasabi and soy incorporated first, and then we'll add a little bit more soy. There we go, that's the sort of colour and consistency I'm going for. How good is this? This fish was swimming around about an hour ago. Ooh. Bit of soy and wasabi on there. These longtail tuna, the meat, it just melts in your mouth. And the soy and wasabi gives it a little salty, little kick, and it kind of tastes a little nutty as well. Who wants some of this? You want some? So far I've had an amazing 3 days. If you haven't seen the previous episodes, go and check them out. There's too much stuff to mention. Can't believe I finished all that. That's yeah, that's a lot of nice sushi. Bit of a dribble. What a beautiful day again. Every now and then some big waves rolling here, but you can see the white caps over there. Let's head up the creek and see what we can find. Even before I've left, the scavengers come in. I had a couple of seagulls up there. You won't find anything, buddies. Okay, let's go. Even when it's blowing 20 knots outside, it's usually reasonably calm in here. So instead of going to a beach to dry my sleeping bag out, it's not terribly wet, but it did get moisture on it. I'm just gonna hang it on the back of the boat here. Yeah, most of the moisture's at my feet there, just the tiniest little bit. I'm fishing a paddle tail with a weedless hook and a little split sinker. Now that hook's probably just a tiny bit small for that, but that's the biggest hook I've got. So we'll just have to make do. And I'm choosing a light sinker so that I can probably skip it into certain areas. Pretty sure there'll be a fish in this lot somewhere. We just gotta find him. Yep. Oh, that was a nice hit. Oh, and again, got him. Yes, got that one. Looks, yep, Barramundi. Oh, and he spat it. That's pretty cool. 10 minutes in and we hook a barra. I don't think I struck hard enough on that one because he just had it in his mouth and spat it out. Let's see. Oh, perfect. Same spot again. See if there's another one in there. Twitch, twitch, and drop. Perfect cast right in front of that tree. Oh, got him, got him, got him. Oh, got me in, got me in. Oh, and he's out. I think that's a black brim. Pikey brim. Yes, it is. Wow. Little guy on a big lure. Look at this. He's not a bad fish, but still, that's a massive lure for him. Have a look at him. He is a good, just 29 centimeters. Hey? Check out the size of the lure he ate. Hey? Off you go, buddy. Hey? See ya. Turns out I can fish this lure with that size hook, but normally I like to have a little bit more gap under there. Yep, got him. That's a barramundi, I think. Yep. Oh, had about 6 casts in there, and then he finally grabbed it. Oh, I dropped the plastic. No. Actually, we'll go back and get that. Come in, buddy. Oh, he's got a little bit of weight on him. The other one was definitely much bigger than that. Hey, nice fish. He is 52. Yeah, that was like my 6th cast in there, and he finally grabbed it. Because it's cold, you have to get the lure right in front of their noses. Hey, cool. Off you go, little buddy. Hey, I'll come back and get you next year. He wants to go. Now we'll just go and pick this plastic up. It's probably damaged, but you don't want to leave rubbish lying around in the water. So in case you missed it, that's the lure I got the fish on. It's the 5-inch paddle tail by Lure Labs in like a clear goldeny sort of colour. Just running a weedless hook and a little ball sinker on the knot there. Works great. This big stump looks good. It's got, oh, it looks like another branch underneath it. Yep. Oh, that was a fish. Cast was terrible, but he had a go at it. I'll try that exact same spot where he hit me before, if I can get it. Pretty close. Right there. Oh, that was a hit. That was a small hit. Yep, got him that time. That was a weird take, and it's a flathead. That's not the one that hit it before. That is bizarre. That other fish was definitely barramundi. Let's get this guy in. Dusky flathead or mud flathead? You're not a bad size. You are 48, I think. I'll get a measurement on him. He is 46. I was close. Looks very skinny though. Hey, look at these fins, they're cool. Hey, off you go, buddy. Ooh, just saw a big splash over there. Let's see if we can get it. That's not too bad. Oh, what's this? A turtle. Turtle sitting in the middle of the river. You gonna take off, buddy? We're gonna bump into him. There he is. Oh! Sorry, dude. He was sleeping. Wow. Sorry. Yep. Oh. That was a better one there. How nice is it in here? I can hear the wind gusting on the trees up above the mangroves. And because it's low tide, the wind's going over the top and it's not coming down to the river. So yeah, I'm having another great day. If you had told me this morning I'd catch tuna and then barramundi in the afternoon, I'd be like, nah, I don't think so. Anyway, I'm going to fish a little bit longer. The main reason is the later it is till I get home, the later it is until I go home, the wind should drop. After about 3, 4 o'clock, the wind should drop down. And that should make getting home a bit easier. It's still, the wind's almost coming straight at me to go home. So it's going to be a bit of a wet, bumpy ride. So yeah, the longer I stay here, the more pleasant it is to go home. Although it makes for a late evening. I'll probably get home at about 8 o'clock tonight. But I may as well enjoy being out here now. And yeah, catching a few more fish. Middle of winter, catching barramundi, that's cool. Very cool. This here looks like a good spot. It's got like a really steep edge with some old roots right on it. Good ambush spot. Yes, got him. That was a hit and a fish. What have we got? It looks like a cod. Is that the first cod for the day? I think it is. That's cool. Hey, little black spot cod. There we go. Cute little fish, hey? Oh. Off you go, buddy. We want ya. Great uncle. Okay, let's try exactly the same spot. That's even a little bit closer than before. Nope. Okay, moving on. Oh, yes. Oh, that was a whack. That was a whack. Decided to mix it up a little bit and just use a little hard body. I like to do that. Experiment. I've caught a few fish now. And it's been quite slow, so I'm going the hard body. Not a lot of action on this lure. I'm going to have to do a bit of rod work, I think. Yeah, that's alright. I like a challenge. Yep, got him. Oh, it's only the second spot after I changed to the hard body. Oh, he's got a little bit of weight in him. Or have I got him? I've got him on the side or something. He's caught up. There he is. Oh, and he spat it right into the electric. That was a nice little barramundi. That worked. But that's cool. This is literally just the second spot after I changed to this hard body. That's as far as we go. You can see the rocks come out here and it gets really shallow. So we're backing out and yeah, going back to where we came from. Yep, got him. That's a barra. Oh, I dropped it. Oh, sneaky little buggers. Yep, all the hooks are good and they're brand new. They're sharp as. Just not staying on. That's cool. He wasn't a bad size either. He was around the close to 60. Oh, yeah, there he is. No, that's a smaller one. Alrighty, there must be a couple sitting there. Oh, hopefully this one sticks. Yeah, there he is. Oh, yeah, the other one was a fair bit bigger than this, probably 10 or 15 centimeters bigger. He's not a bad one. He's right, hooked right on the end of the nose. Let's see if we can just lift him in gently. He's actually a nice sized fish, this one. There we go. Yeah, he's getting up there. We'll get a measurement on him. He actually feels heavy enough to be legal. Let's have a look. Right there. He is 1.5 centimeters under. So the other one was definitely legal. He is 56.5. Beautiful one. Got him right at the end of the nose there.
Hey, I'll put him back and see if there's another one in there. He's biting down on the grips. Here we go. Okay, nice and gentle. Off you go. Ooh, having a good afternoon. Because these are $5 lures. You buy them in a pack of 3. You have to sometimes bend the trebles back into shape. This isn't recommended, but I couldn't be bothered changing them at this minute. So yeah, he's bent that last fish, the one before that one, he didn't bend any trebles, and this one seems to have bent a whole heap. Let's see if there's a mangrove jack hiding in here. It's the best looking mangrove jack spot I've seen all day. Perfect. Oh, that was something. Don't know what that was. Probably a barramundi. Yep, got him. That's a barramundi. I thought it was a barramundi, the first one that hit it. Oh, in a perfect jack spot. Oh. Let's see if we can lift him in. Nice and gentle. There we go. One last glamour shot for the day. This guy actually is legal. He's 59 centimeters, but I've got plenty of fish. I'm gonna let him go. Hey, they're cool critters. It's 4:30, I think, and yeah, I'll be home by about 8 PM tonight. So the next thing you'll see is me in either the bush kitchen or my home kitchen, because I might do the tuna head baked in the oven. Off you go, fish. There you go. So guys, we're back at the bush kitchen, and earlier on in the video, or actually the previous video, I said I was going to cook up the squids. But I've done squids before. What I haven't done is cooked up a whole tuna head. Check this thing out. It is massive. It's like 2.5 kilos just in the head. There's actually quite a bit of meat in there, and I've just cut it off in front of the fins. Now what we're going to do is cut it in half. Now I've never attempted this on a fish head before, but we've got a cleaver and a saw. These are our tools of choice. If not, we use that one. I've done a fair bit of butchering before, but nothing quite like a fish's head. So we'll see how this goes. Start right in the middle and try and go all the way through. It's not going to be that easy, is it? We'll finish this bit off with the cleaver. Didn't quite get the middle. There's a tuna head cut in half. We'll remove the gills because we're not going to eat them anyway. Let's see. There's one. Before I throw that away, that is the tuna's heart. I've hit it with the knife and things a few times, so we're not going to eat that. That'll actually go. I'll give that to the chickens. They'll love that. This is definitely a new experience for me. This is a whole tuna head. We'll give that a quick rinse and then we'll marinate it. This is going to be interesting. We'll start off with some soy sauce, about a half a cup. Just pour it over everything. Doesn't matter if you don't get it all right away. Some cracked pepper. And then the juice of 1 full lemon. Get it all in there. I'm just picking out the lemon seeds. We don't want those in there. We're going to let the tuna head marinate overnight, but to get the juice on everything, I've got 2 bags, one inside the other. We'll put the tuna head in there. and then pour in the juice. I tell you what, that marinade, it actually smells like molasses. That's interesting. We could try molasses one day, but we'll give this a shot first. Leave that in the fridge overnight and I'll see you tomorrow. Okay guys, it's the next day and our tuna head has been marinating all night. Let's have a look at it. Very dark looking. Smells alright though. Whack him in here. I've got the oven turned up to 200 degrees Celsius and we'll pop this right in there. I'm putting them in a 200 degrees Celsius oven. It's fan forced for about 5 minutes. While that's happening, we'll mix up some soy sauce and brown sugar. After 5 minutes, we'll take it out and baste it with our soy and sugar glaze. And then pop it back in the oven. After another 5 minutes, we will take it out and glaze it a second time. And you guessed it, back in the oven. This time we'll only do probably 3 minutes. Okay, let's see what they look like. They're definitely not too dry yet, that's good. Let's see, we'll whack both of them in here. Just got some kale, and that'll be my dinner. How does that look, guys? Would you eat that? We've got the eyeball popping out there. We've got the cheek with what looks like a fair bit of meat on it. And then the inside here, we've got quite a bit of meat, especially around that top section there. I'm going to hook into that. This is a full-on experiment, so yeah, see how it goes. Let's try grilled tuna head on a bed of kale. I'm going to start out with a fork, but I guarantee that won't last long. Ooh, that's interesting. The side of the face just sort of has little shards. Okay. They are shards of bone. It's yeah, unexpected. I thought they were shards of meat. Very delicate. I will say these shards of bone are quite interesting. Covering the whole cheek plate there, if you can see those. I haven't actually eaten any other fish that has those shards. Let's see, the back of the gill or the jowl on a pig. It's near the throat. Told you the fork wouldn't last long. It's not overly salty or sweet. The sugar was just in the glaze, so it's just on the surface. And to be honest, it actually doesn't taste quite like fish. It's not quite meat either. It's somewhere in the middle. Let's try this really nice dark brown bit there. Excuse my eating there. There's just so many little bones. There's definitely going to be enough meat on this whole head for one very big meal. And it's kind of fun, yeah, eating around all the little bits, picking out little scraps of meat in between different parts of the head, the bone. There are a lot of little bony bits there. I'm just trying the skin on the top of the forehead there, and to be honest, so far that's the most delicious bit. That skin is just delicious. Again, unexpected. Yeah, tuna skin, yum. Let's try the top of the head. This is the where the fillet comes off here. And there's always meat. It's hard to get it out when you're filleting, but it goes up into the back of the skull. Big chunk of meat in there. Really nice. So let me know, guys, which one of you is keen to try grilled tuna head. There's a lot of meat inside this that I think most people throw out. And we should actually eat as much of the fish that we catch as we can, because yeah, fish are actually getting lower in numbers. Anyway guys, I'm going to keep eating this. This is really quite nice. I'll see you next episode.